Hello, my name is Caprice Harder, and today I'll be speaking to you about a sonnet written by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Browning is a Victorian poet who was born in 1806 in England. She is known for her passionate and emotional poetry, as well as her strong opinions on social justices such as child labor and women's rights. She began writing at a young age and published her first book of poems when she was only 14 years old. Despite struggling with illnesses for most of her life, Elizabeth Barrett Browning became one of the most respected poets of her time. She eventually married fellow poet Robert Browning, and the relationship inspired many of her most famous love poems. The sonnet I chose is How Do I Love Thee, Sonnet 43, from her collection Sonnets from the Portuguese. This sonnet reflects Browning's deep love for her husband. It is one of the most famous love poems in the English literature, and the poem uses the traditional structure of Petrarchan sonnet but fills it with intense personal emotion, showing how deeply she felt for him. This sonnet connects closely to the author's life because it was written during the early years of her romantic relationship with Robert Browning. At the time, her love helped her through her illness and gave her the courage to defy her strict father and marry Robert in secret. To help you fully appreciate the emotion and meaning behind her words, I will now read Elizabeth Barrett Browning's Sonnet 43, How Do I Love Thee? How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth, breadth, and height my soul can reach when feeling out of sight, for the ends of being in ideal grace. I love thee to the level of everyday's most quiet need by sun and candlelight. I love thee freely as men strive for right. I love thee purely as they turn from praise. I love thee with passion put to use, my old griefs with my childhood faiths. I love thee with a love I seem to lose. With my lost saints, I love thee with the breath. Smile tears of all my life, and if God choose, I shall but love thee after death. In conclusion, How Do I Love Thee, Sonnet 43 is more than just a love poem. It is a powerful reflection of Elizabeth Barrett Browning's personal journey, her emotional strength, and the deep love she shared with Robert Browning. Through her words, we see how her love can transcend illness, fear, and even death. Thank you all so much for listening. I truly appreciate your time, and I hope you were able to connect with the beauty and meaning of this timeless poem.